Wow, man. Absolutely fantastic breaking news. Health update. When it comes to the 19-year-old Isis CO, who was hospitalized after getting knocked out against Jocelyn Camarillo, a fight she should have never been in there in the first place. This 19-year-old with a record of 1-3 from North Dakota, Isis CO, was coming off a knockout loss just 2 months prior to her stepping into the ring with another back-to-back undefeated fighter in Jocelyn Camarillo, who was not just any amateur fighter, but a 3-time national amateur champion. Rated #1 in the United States in the junior flyweight division in women's boxing. Yes, is a highly rated prospect. They threw Isis CO in there, and everybody knew what was going to happen. Now, Isis CO in 78 seconds gets brutally knocked out. She falls down. She's passed out. They lay her flat on the floor. You can see her legs start to shake. Her chest starts to shake a little bit. They automatically get the stretcher out because it's not looking good. They rush her to the hospital, and then we find out the breaking news that she was placed in a medically induced coma. And I put all the different things that could have caused somebody to be placed in a medically induced coma. And you look at this list right here. There's nothing good at all here. Everything was looking bad for Isis CO. You know, anybody who's placed in a medically coma or a coma, straight up coma, which is even worse, always has a bad chance of waking up a different person. We could have been dropping some breaking news on you guys right now that could have been completely tragic, that could have been ridiculously sad. But guess what? She's woken up. She's awake. They've taken her off the medically induced coma, and she's doing okay, you guys. She's speaking, and she's awake right now. Boxing Scene, who is the news for PROBOXTV, Boxing Scene literally is PROBOXTV, drops a statement out here and says, after spending nearly 48 hours in a medically induced coma following her knockout loss on Saturday night, Isis CO is now walking and talking. The 19-year-old remains in the hospital for further evaluation. CO was taken out of the ring on a stretcher and immediately admitted to the hospital following her 78-second knockout loss to undefeated prospect Jocelyn Camarillo on Saturday. She remained in medically induced coma throughout the weekend before being awakened on Monday. PROBOXTV has confirmed that CO has been taken off the ventilator and is breathing on her own. While still far from full recovery, she's trending in the right direction. My goodness, man. Hey, thank God, bro. Seriously, thank God, man. This could have been completely bad and sad. And I know the whole boxing community would have definitely felt this and definitely would have had some emotions going towards this, being the circumstances of the gap between both ladies. I'm just glad to see that Isis CO has awakened. They took her off the ventilator. She's breathing on her own. She's talking. Now, they're still evaluating her. Hopefully everything else is perfectly fine. But what a goddamn warrior, man. What a goddamn warrior, dude. For reals, bro. At the end of the day, anybody who steps in that goddamn ring and puts their life on the line is a goddamn warrior. You gotta respect everybody in the sport of boxing. Don't matter what the record is. A lot of people talk the smack, but they ain't ever stepped inside that ring themselves. And they ain't ever consistently kept going back. Sparring session after sparring session. Day after day after day. You wake up, you got bruises on your head. It hurts to put on a goddamn hat. Isis CO is awoken and seems to be doing okay, man. Which is absolutely fantastic news. Now, for her sake, in future of boxing, maybe she should call it quits. You know, back-to-back knockouts like that, and this one was absolutely devastating. I say you look to do something better out there in the world. You know, certain people's brains can only handle a certain amount. And not everybody's head is the same, you know. At the end of the day, you hang it up, you're still a warrior, man. You're still a warrior. Continue loving the sport of boxing. Continue carrying on, keeping up with it. Being a boxing hardcore. This is just great news to hear. ISIS-CO has woken up and is breathing, and thank God, man. Thank God. Hopefully her family and everybody's absolutely happy. I see Jocelyn Camarillo on her Instagram dropping, thank God. You know, she was worrying herself in the beginning. Right when she knocked her out, she celebrated a little bit, but then stopped once she seen how bad it was getting. And you could tell she was worried, man. You know, she went on social media and was talking about how this was bittersweet, and, you know, she's just scared, and how everything could possibly turn out with ISIS-CO. And now ISIS-CO has officially woken up, man. Fantastic breaking news health update. When the sport of boxing, it could go completely wrong. This could have been completely different right now, but God has blessed us, man. God has blessed her. My goodness. Let me know what you guys think, though. This is the MMA Boxing Addicts channel. I just barely got home right now. We got some more breaking news coming up right now. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll see you right now in a little.